Hello, here we have Team Kalinka vs Team Gibbs on the first day of RO practice matches. Now, actually this will be the second day, speaking technicality if you include the 1v1 we had. Now, Team Gibbs right now, led by Gibbs, with Power, Glue, and Norby on his team. Now, Exotic, Icy, Kalinka, and Blue are the enemies on Team Kalinka. Now, Dockaby, alright, now, Kalinka decided to ban Blitz, and they decided to ban Dockaby. Now, a very peculiar choice from Team Gibbs, since Oregon isn't really the map that you would expect Dockaby to be banned in. I would understand some other ops, but it is what it is now without having to ban Lion. It's fair. Now, you cannot play Lion no matter kind, or they will be disqualified, quite simply. Now, the lineups are very uniquely balanced. Kalinka, he's the team captain and leader in this situation, but the problem is he plays on his own. He's like a lone wolf, he's a roamer, he's a fragger. But that can work to his advantage or to his disadvantage. As long as Team Gibbs shuts down Kalinka specifically, they're rendered completely useless. Now, laundry room is completely normal, nothing out of the ordinary specifically. It looks pretty normal in general. Now, Icy here going Buck, Exotic going Jackal, Blue going Habana, and Kalinka going Ash. Now, what's slightly peculiar would be the Kalinka going Ash instead of Twitch, but Exotic decides to switch instead. Now, Team Gibbs is keeping all of their operators, which could be used as a bluff since no one would really clearly expect it. Now, on defense, it did ban Echo, which is normal, and Jaeger, which is most likely going to shut down Kalinka somewhat. But they have offense first, and that way they will be able to straight up do better. But there are many factors in it that add up to it. And one of them would be just the current operator lineup. They have an Ash, Blackbeard, Buck, and Habana. Now, Habana, Buck, and Blackbeard, weird combination. Habana and Buck, completely understandable. The Blackbeard is thrown out of nowhere, which I would say it's unnecessary. Jack would be much more of a normal pick in this situation. Ash is quite clearly a fragger's choice, in which case it supports Kalinka perfectly. Now, the weirdest part for most viewers would be Glue on the Tachanka. Now, if you don't have any context about Glue, he plays Tachanka like a god. He is the Lord himself. He sets up on any staircase possible, and the enemies cannot do anything about it. This is a strategy that has worked against Platinums and Diamonds before. It's scary in a way. Gibson going Doc, which is an all-around strong operator, especially in matches like this, and the ACOG he has can absolutely destroy the team. Now, Power going on Amira is quite normal, I guess, for this map. Yes, Oregon
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
No, this site is also pretty normal, like a closet right there. Then there's also Norby, which is, well, quite regular. Valkyrie.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
There's just a drone there. Now, he's doing the regular stuff. Reinforcing that wall, which is a tiny bit odd, but nothing out of the ordinary. Gibson did not reinforce the wall next to the hatch, which does leave certain peculiar problems, but nothing out of the ordinary as well. Now, Glue is setting up to do an absolute
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Which, let's see what they're doing. World Exotic has gone here. Blue is going right into his trap. Oh, he's gonna die. No. He decides to avoid that. He has the feeling of it. Kalinka's reaching in through the main entrance. Sees Blue open the door with his bullets. Icy is taking it carefully and slowly, just, I guess, admiring the scenery in one way. Blue is catching up to Icy there, probably going to be sticking together. Exotic is shooting out for Kalinka, says nothing. This there, they're clear. Alright, let's go back to defense, where there's Valkyrie playing quite relaxed and loosely, and Norby is just sitting there, having fun, roaming around the OBJs, but ready to curve VB. There is Power just watching that the whole time. You can hear footsteps above. He feels kind of anxious with the C4, but decides not to do anything about it yet. Gibbs is using cams. Kalinka, decide to set up on stairs now, and he's going for a flank with the Trunka. Icy is... Ooh, and first blood with Gibbs. He is getting shot up and hurt in either way possible. He almost makes the head, and he gets the first kill of the game.
Attackers have
First
located a
blood.
bomb.
Team Kalinka's found the first bomb, but does it really make a difference anymore? It really doesn't. Kalinka's having an angle on the mirror, but he doesn't land the shots. Blue is down by Power. Exotic is going down the stairs, and Power's just waiting for another one to hatch, which could leave him vulnerable. Then there's Gibbs healing up Blue, keeping it nice. Norby just kind of standing there, not really moving around, kind of just staying careful, but peeking certain angles. Being careful all around, just play. There's Gibbs sticking by the stairs over here, and there's Exotic still going for the hatch, and Kalinka now going and pushing on the stairs. They have 35 seconds left. They really are troubled, and the Valcam doesn't get shot out by Kalinka, which is quite peculiar. And now Kalinka's found himself in a 1v3 situation. He destroys the cam. He is giving away his position. Power is just sticking there with the C4, not sure whether to throw it, and he knows it's there. He messes it up, he misses. Kalinka gets the shots on him, but it's not enough. Kalinka goes for the kill. He goes for the kill, but he can't make anything done without the diffuser. So close, yet not quite there. Very good first round played by Gibbs. Very, very good. After such a well coordinated and executed round, it's really surprising on just how it is. Now, I did have to mute them simply because they won't take it too seriously, and they don't, I'd say, respect it. Exotic decided to go Capital, but 6 picking. He seems to be the guy to keep 6 picking. And he 6 picks to Ash. Kalinka decides to go Habana, and Blue goes IQ. What is this mashup? This is not normal at all, but I guess it would bait them to have lower expectations. They would expect Habana to be Blue and maybe go easier on him. Not be as careful when they know he's nearby. Blue is just droning out slowly. Kalinka's seeing Blue, spotting him, marking him. Exotic is going on with Icy. Now, Norby, he's just doing his stuff. Power's certainly reinforcing him, nothing too specific. Gibson tried to get drones, missed Icy's, and he's absolutely whiffing drones. Absolute.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, what? Disgusting on what Blue is doing.
Oh,
it can work so well. It can work so well. It can work so well, and it did work so well. They cannot do anything against that. What is their reactions right now? Icy's hit. He's hurt. Blue is carefully taking it. not yet realizing that the danger's not all over yet. He has the window prepped to run out. If blue just goes on a bit more, he can absolutely be screwed over. And he gets the kill on blue. Absolutely screwed. Gibbs barricades the white stairway, not quite sure on what to do in that situation. Blue's very lit. No, Kalinka's very lit, sorry. I kept getting confused because he usually goes Hibana. It's so weird that he's going Amon this time. Now he's going for the reset, where blue will reset. Kalinka did a very, very good attack right onto blue. It was a very good kill, very well made. Now let's check on Icy. He has a pretty decent angle on that window. Kong things out and Kalinka gets the kill. Quite a simple strategy, but cheeky in its own way. Now, Norby's sticking around on the same site, not having exposed himself yet, but maybe he's going to expose himself. What he is doing is not exactly sure, but he's only had the game for 2 weeks. Oh, and he's about to get a kill! Ah, he blows it up too late. Kalinka's just barely survived that, but he knows that Norby is there. Oh, and he misses it. He whips it. He's injured without him knowing. He gets the kill. He finishes him off, and now it's all up to Power to clutch it. He's so nervous without any information from his teammates, I would assume, just the way it is made. He gets a shot on Kalinka. He gets another shot down the white stairs. At least he attempts it. A Claymore has been deployed by blue, and now he tries to get out. Icy is still standing there, picking up his drone now and going through the small tower. Out of the small tower. Blue's going in a small little sandwich there. While, well, I guess he's pushing from another front, which never hurts. Power must be shaking in his boots right now.
15 seconds to go.
They only have 15 seconds left. They have to push through. He can absolutely make that work. Planting the diffuser.
5 seconds to go.
He's got it. He's got the diffuser down. He got it! And he clutches the round with the C4. That's an excellent play right there by Power. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful C4 toss. Absolute legend. Very well done. Now, on Team Kalinka, as I have aforementioned, he is the fragger and he currently has the most kills. Exotic usually frags a bit harder, and he is fragging harder than Icy or Blue. Although, weirdly, Icy has a pretty high KD. Power, on the other hand, he's really put in a lot of work, especially that last round. Gibson is also just kind of sitting there. Norby's more like the one that just kind of gives intel and supports, which is absolutely fine with this position. As long as it helps Gibbs, Blue, or Power, it's absolutely normal and absolutely understandable. Now the loading time isn't as bad as it usually was, but Blue is still taking a while to load in. But everyone has their own connectivity issues. This is definitely not a regular match where it will be LAN. You can see from Icy's ping. Now, Icy's ping, contrary to belief, does not help him. But with the way he plays, just it being 80, just 1 or 2 time zones to the left, it doesn't necessarily harm him too badly either. Either way, the teams are pretty balanced. It's just Kalinka and Exotic have not been doing too well. Icy and Blue haven't been doing, well, simply as I can put it, nothing. But it's okay, because from their team composition, they should have a very good chance, and it got close last round. if Power doesn't manage to clutch again, they would be able to get the win. Now, the good part about Blue having to take forever to load in is simply their strategizing. Now let's unmute and see what they're typing. Nothing about the SSD or HDD, so must be all good. Now that I've loaded in, it's peculiar for
Defenders,
Blue
protect
to
your bombs
go
from being defused by attackers.
Frost after what you saw, but it's not necessarily impossible. Now Norby going upstairs most
Bomb
likely
located by
to
attackers.
force. Now Gibson is just simply working it out. Gibbs is doing well. Nothing special. Barricading to slow them down. Glue is putting down his frost mats in
Attackers have located
a
a
bit
bomb.
more odd places if you look around. You
10
can
seconds
see
left.
the window, the white stairs right nearby.
5 seconds
Any
left.
other frost mats specifically visible?
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Ah,
Attackers are moving to
this
defuse
is
the
the last
bomb.
one on and a bulletproof camera that he did not use. Oh, and he decides to put one there.
Welcome back,
Not
deployed.
specifically a bad one. Norby is checking out cameras, seeing how he did. Although I did teach him that there's some, it's just glue. Norby got scared. I completely understand that as well. Power's just by the door. Now let's see what Exotic is doing. He's droning out the small town, making sure it's somewhat clear. Seeing that it's mostly clear, he decides to push him. Icy decides to go in from upstairs, seizing Buck as usual. He's being careful. Kalinka, though, managed to get a few hits on Gibbs. Now, Blue has also taken damage from that window, where Blue has most likely ran out and hit. Unfortunately, they did not have a dock this time, so they cannot get healed up, but they do have extremely well breach support, and powers the first kill of the round by Exotic. Very well done. Very good Mavericals. Easily seen. Quite, I'd say, well, just well played. Icy taking damage again by Gibbs. Absolutely getting screwed over. 3 of them were up, ready to screw them over. Absolutely wonderful. Kalinka gets shut down by Glue. Exotic still taking it somewhat slow, and they're
Attackers
pushing
drop
it.
the diffuser.
Blue gets absolutely destroyed. It's all up to Exotic, and he does not hear the guy down the hall. At least so it seems. He absolutely misses it, and he gets into the frost mat. Glue with the nice 3K. Or was it even a 4K? Did he ace it? No, it was a 3K. But still very, very well done. Absolutely amazing. Now, the only way that I see Kalinka's team winning is being more coordinated. Because Norby, sure, he's not absolutely coordinated, but it gives great utility to the team. Power, Gibbs, Glue, they all seem coordinated, although Glue does seem to wander off on his own. Now, Blue and Icy, great coordination together. Exotic and Kalinka, they're on the other sides of the map. They kind of work together, but most of the time just are their own units. They don't push together, and that's an issue. They aren't there for each other to trade. Even if there are 2 people in one
Defenders,
spot and 2
protect your
people in
bombs
the
from
other,
being
you want
defused by
people to
attackers.
be able to trade. It's just quite simply something that you would want. Power making a location hull.
Attackers have discovered the location
Blue
of a
going
bomb.
back. Gibbs going back to the dock. Blue going back to the Shanka. Power. Same lineup as it was before, actually. Now, the lineup is slightly actually different completely from the lineup that was before. Icy is going Jackal.
10
Now,
seconds left before
the Maverick is the same, and so is the Ash, which is peculiar
5
since he
seconds
could
to
go
go.
Twitch, and Twitch is a much stronger operator for Kalinka.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
He goes Ash.
Attackers are heading out
Most
to
likely
defuse
for the
the bomb.
free speed and the amazing gun, but it just doesn't seem to be working out for him. Gibbs is absolutely amazed by Glue and ready to stim him when need be. Let's see what Glue is looking at. Just waiting for him to come from there, but nobody's coming from there. They're all going from street parking. He's not gonna have a fun time with that. He's still hoping there's gonna be someone there, and Gibbs is just staying there ready to stim him. While Power and Norby are just doing off their own thing. Power holding the site, well, pretty well. But this time I've noticed that Kalinka and World, Exotic, they're being much more coordinated. That's really been working out.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Which lets Blue get hurt. Don't really know how, but Kalinka is there to save it. He's holding a tight angle, waiting for them to come. Has IC
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Help Blue up.
Attackers have dropped the bomb
With
diffuser.
Finka, if need be. Now, World again on the other side of the map, pushing. Don't know what to say. IC does have Blue in a little predicament, which is nothing wrong. I apologize. Gibbs is sticking downstairs, but doesn't hear the map right above him, and they get absolutely mowed down by Glue Cart. Absolute mayhem. They have the diffuser in their reaches. They get hit. He's so low. He should be dead. They must be yelling and screaming, and they don't see that Gibbs is there. Gibbs does not notice him, and he gets 3 people to gang up on him. This is the type of communication that is needed, absolutely. Leo decides to go back to his turret, and the last one alive is Kalinka once again. He most likely does not expect the people from the turret, but it's something that can very easily happen. And there's Norby creeping up on him, but he was a second too late. He's moving over, he doesn't know that there's no one behind him here. He's getting ready. Free fires, he misses, he gets screwed by Power, although he got Gibbs very easily, very well. But Power's reaction is very smart and very well made and done. Very good reactions, very good plays from both teams. Let's see their input. No input at all. Very good. Now, as you see from the scores, Kalinka's the one doing mostly all the work, while on Team Gibbs it's evenly split up completely. There's Glue, there's Power, there's Gibbs getting kills. Norby isn't, but now he's been switched over to Capcan, which really makes you think maybe he'll start being able to get assists and doing more damage itself. Damage specifically. Maybe not. Average Frost plays, nothing out of the ordinary. Power, Gibbs, nothing too special. Norby, barricading, not putting a Capcan there, still having most of his Capcans. Kalinka trimming it out. We're starting to realize it's upstairs.
10 seconds.
They now know where site is, but you know,
5 seconds.
all the drones are done, except Blues, who was just sitting upstairs.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Gibbs is always ready to heal Blue. Blue is out here waiting. Just all around, everyone's split up. Once again, the classic issue. Blue and IC sticking together, Exotic on the other side of the map, Kalinka on the other side of the map. But this time it works and they get Blue, a strong killer on their team. Absolutely shots are being fired. Not really
Stay clear of the blast!
easy to tell whether it's from
Bomb located by attackers.
that is getting killed or the team that is killing. In this case, the one that's getting killed is the defense round. They seem to have finally got it together, but another thing to keep in mind is Kalinka does exceptionally well on defense. That is not something to forget, but there are two people outside about him, and the Maestro is just absolutely teasing them. Kalinka's getting driven insane because of it. But they're holding the same angle, and Hiban's already in. Icy is planting the diffuser. What the hell is going on? They may get a win simply from the fact that they got the diffuser. How are they reacting? They're taking it quite calmly.
Swapping mags!
They're not being too serious until now. Icy is just holding the site with Exotic.
No magazine!
They absolutely have this game back. There's no reason that they shouldn't win this. He almost ran into the napkin, which was a very good catch. Blue is caught on his frost mat, and the attackers won the 5th round. Very well played from all of them. Kalinka was able to secure that final kill on Gibbs, and it was the rivals themselves. Kalinka now having 9 kills, absolutely excellent fragging. In that round he did his part, but what was important was Icy and Blue may have 0 kills, but they won that round by planting the diffuser and closing the time that the defenders have. Now, this really gives them a chance. This especially gives them a chance on defense, where I would assume that Blue,
Attackers
Icy,
need
and
to locate
Exotic
and defuse
thrive.
bomb.
Gibbs reinforcing to not have that mistake done again. Now, Power putting down his smooth jammers. Blue being AFK, most likely an issue. Oh, real life, what would I assume? Blue goes Twitch. Odd. Very,
Attackers have
very
located a
odd.
bomb.
Very, very odd. Blue's now here,
10
and
seconds left before
he
insertion.
has already put down frost mats.
5
One
seconds
there, one over here, one on the white stairs.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Now,
attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
he's got all this utility done. He's free to go. He can do whatever the hell he wants to. What is he gonna do? He's going to go for cheeky stuff. Does Exotic see it? Or Kalinka? Or Icy? No. Doesn't appear to be so. No one coming from street, and this spawn peak being a tad bit too low. Exotic has got window broken with
Attackers have located.
Gibbs right to the right. Or is that Norby? No. That was Gibbs. He was right there and he knew. He hears him. Norby is there as well. Hot reaching in. They absolutely eliminate them. No idea what the hell Wilbur Exotic was doing, but it wasn't the first time that they played this game with them. Now that they're fragging back, Glue ran out and almost secured a kill on Kalinka, but Kalinka gets another one on Power. Now, very confusing predicament. Glue gets the kill on Blue. Absolute madman. Gets so much.
Defender is approaching a
He
kill zone.
kills Kalinka. Absolutely destroyed. Blue has been absolutely mad on this map. With the time, there may as well be another match, you know? The absolute everything from this. It's impressive. Now, nothing out of the ordinary specifically for the team lineups. Blackbeard for the glue would be visible for Gibbs, or so would IQ, because IQ and Blackbeard are Gibbs' strongest offending ops. Power does well with Buck, Norby does well with Bana, and Glue does well with Blackbeard, or Fuse.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Icy going on his Frost Suppressor, and in barbed wire and a red dot instead of the comparable Glue, who had a reflex, extended barrel, and deployable shield. Now, Kalinka, much like kills, he's going dark. Teams were initially balanced, communication was what really threw them off. Exotic's getting the hatches as an anchor, so in case they had a Jackal, they wouldn't be in too much trouble. The problem with putting the Evil Eye on the soft wall is that can be shot out, or it can just be broken.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers
what
objective
he's
is to
doing
defuse
is
the bomb.
absolutely
Defender has left
insane.
the area of
What
operation.
the hell is he doing? What is he doing? Glue has been lit, but not as badly as the sacrifice that poor poor guy had to take. Oh, and he's about to get screwed over. Kalinka got absolutely domed. Absolutely getting swept through. This is a predicament up to Icy to clutch. Will he clutch it? Who knows? He has a tighter angle with the fragmentation grenade. Gets shots on power, but it's not enough to take care of him, and now that they know where he is going to get killed and lose around. Now, not quite GG. Oh, it is GG, isn't it? Maybe it is. No, it is not. Not quite GG. Now, with the new reformat, it is odd. It is something that you may not expect. So it is understandable for him to write GG, but not quite there yet. Kalinka, Blue, Exotic, and Icy. Blue, Icy, great teamwork, but not enough with Exotic and Kalinka. Exotic on the dock compared to Kalinka on the dock is peculiar. I have not seen it before. Current team composition is odd. Exotic is... they all just decide to go who to go. Except of Power, who decide to go from Ying to Sledge, which is odd since Ying would be very good for doing, especially this site. There's so much you can work upon with this site, but...
bomb located by attackers.
It's nothing special. With Power is linking, not exactly known. I would love to see a Power and Kalinka duo. Not going to lie. But it is what it is. Blue got his cam up there somehow.
New feed active.
Got it on a post. Nice on. Get back down.
Remaining.
Gibbs is Zafia.
5 seconds left
the
before
happy
insertion.
old revolution. Got the drone.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers' objective is
Doesn't
to defuse
expect
the
the
bomb.
spawn peek again. Puts on a face shield. Absolute
Defender has left the designated
mad
staging
lad.
area. Defender is exposed.
Very well done teamwork. Glue's just confused. Here's Exotic, boarded up. Who the hell knows what's going on? Now the Blackbeard, strong pick in general. Nothing can say. Power gets the first kill. Through the little cracks and boardwalks. That is annoying. Gibbs is taking it slowly with the suppressed LMGE with stopping. Glue is already in on the blue stairs, somewhat oblivious to the person right in front of him, and he gets absolutely demolished by Kalinka, who right now is standing at 12 kills, 2 people there, He got lit. It's not smart to proceed and power is down.
Attackers
But
have dropped the bomb
lose.
diffuser.
Go
Attackers have
Norby
recovered
is
their
going
diffuser.
to pick him up now. A run out would be enough to take them out for good, but nothing like that has happened. Kalinka's keeping that angle close and has controlled out. Blue set off the C4, not exactly sure what he was trying to find, but Kalinka is dead. The match may as well be over. Blue, not Norby, Blue is in a tight predicament where almost anything he does is gonna lead to his death. Reinforced wall. Unfortunately, Gibbs. Slightly embarrassing.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
They have a minute left. Norby is planting the diffuser. He's gonna get the diffuse off.
Attackers are activating the
Power's
diffuser.
still alive. Gibson's spraying fire. Gets him lit, and he gets a final kill, which is a GG in the book. Very well played from all parties. Very, very well played. Very, very, very well played. I compliment both parties. Kalinka outdid himself. Mostly lack of communication, otherwise they would have done well and most likely have even won. So, here it is. Alrighty. And here we are with the end of this match.